नहमदुहु व नुसल्ली अला रसूलिल करीम अम्मा बाद फ़अऊज़ु बिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम अस्सलाम वालेकुम माय नेम इज इंजीनियर फरहान तनवीर and today is our next lab for the CCNA 200-3 universal certification course. Basically in this lab we will be learning how to configure a TFTP server, and in this lab we will be backing up our Cisco IOS as well as the router startup configuration or on our TFTP server, so that if our configuration or the iOS gets corrupted or deleted, then we will be able to restoring back these things. So moving on to our lab. Starting our today's lab, the lab number 4 is about the backing up of Cisco IOS and the startup configurations of your networking device, whether router, switch or firewall on a TFTP server. So first of all, I want to give you the idea of Cisco IOS. In the previous labs, uh, especially in the lab number 2, I told you about the Cisco IOS. IOS stands for Inter-Network Operating System, and basically this iOS is the operating system of your Cisco networking device, whether switch, router or firewall. All will be equipped with iOS image, and the startup configurations are basically those configurations that are saved on your router. In the previous labs, you have seen that I usually use the write command to save my configurations on my router or any other networking device. So basically those configurations, those saved configurations are called the startup configurations, which are saved in the non-volatile RAM of your router. And the Cisco iOS is basically saved in the flash memory of your Cisco device. Now what about the TFTP server? Basically there are two types of file transfer protocol servers. One is the FTP server, and the FTP server works on the TCP, that is the connection oriented transmission control protocol, while the TFTP server is basically more fast as it works on the connectionless phenomena of UDP protocol, that is the user datagram protocol. So I will be using the TFTP server for backing up of my Cisco iOS image and the startup configurations, and these are our three tasks that and out of these three tasks I have told you about the TFTP server. So now moving to our packet tracer. This is our packet tracer work area, and I have taken a 2811 Cisco ISR router. At present there is no configuration on my router, so what I have to do is to provide some dummy configurations on my router, and these basic configurations all have been told to you in our lab number 2 basically. So entering into the CLI of my router, and here I will use the command no, and after that I will be entering into my enable or privilege mode, and here I will be performing some basic commands, that is setting the host name of my router. Let's say my host name is RTR underscore KHI. KHI stands for Karachi. And similarly, I am configuring my fast Ethernet interface 0/0 and an IP address 192.168.1.1 with the subnet mask of class C to 55.255.0, and turning this interface up. All these basic commands have been told to you in the previous lab number 2. Description is also added because I will be connecting this fast Ethernet 0/0 to my TFTP server. So I am writing that description is the link connected to the TFTP server basically. So exiting from here, and other things are, let's say, enabling the secret password, and let's say this password is Farhan1, and similarly exiting from here, and now configuring let's say my clock. The clock is also set by me. Let's say the clock is set to 20 0 sorry 20. Basically the format is to be followed properly. 20 colon 0 colon 0, that is 8 p.m., and after that we have the month, let's say 1st June 2020, and this is the setting of my clock. So the basic configurations I have done over here, and these configurations are at present in the dynamic RAM of my router. So show running config will tell you about these configurations. So here you have the router KHI, the configuration. Running configuration can be checked by simple command show running dash config. So the host name is set and the enable mode password is also set, and this is your configuration for the fast Ethernet 0/0 interface. All these are done by me, and now something more can be done related to the console line terminal. Let's say line console 0 and a password. Also here I am taking that to be Farhan1, then logging and then exit. So we have performed some dummy configurations on my router, so that we have a configuration file working on my router. Now if I check my startup configuration, then you will see that the startup configuration is not present, because all the configuration that has been done right now is saved into the running configuration or the dynamic RAM of my router. So what I have to do is to simple uh, using the command write. By using this command write, I have copied my running configuration into my startup configuration. Now if I see my run startup configuration using the show startup dash config, then it will not give me the message that was previously given to me, that is the startup configuration is not present. It will now show me all the configuration on my router. So here you have all the configuration that has been copied in your NVRAM. So now I have a configuration file on my router, and this configuration file is to be now copied into the TFTP server. So now I am attaching a TFTP server to my router. So moving into the end devices tab, and in this end devices tab, here you have the server. So basically this server I am going to attach at the fast Ethernet 0/0 port using a crossover cable, because between the server and a router you have to use a crossover cable. So this fast Ethernet 0/0 is connected to my server, and now the configuration of IP should also be done on my server. At the router I have the IP address 192.168.1.1. So here I will be giving 1.2. So entering into the server and moving to the desktop, and then the IP configuration, and here I am using 192.168.1. Let's say 2, and the subnet mask is totally okay. And if you want to give the default gateway, then you can give it here 1.1, and no need to configure the DNS server. So you are good with your server configuration also. Now if you enter in your server, basically it is a generalized server and we have to customize it. So this is the server GUI in the packet tracer, and here you can see that the services tab is there. So move into the services tab, and here enter into the TFTP tab. So TFTP tab is entered by me, and here you can see that we have different iOS images already present in my TFTP server. I am deleting on all these configurations, so that when we get a new configuration, then that will be clearly visible to you. So deleting these configurations one by one, or selecting all the configurations. Uh, so these configurations have to be removed. So removing all these configurations by the remove file tab that is provided to us, asa.bin, all these configurations are removed. So all these files are removed. So these all files that were present over here had the extension of .bin. Basically .bin is an iOS file in case of Cisco routers or switch off firewall. So now I have to back up my first I have to back up my Cisco iOS onto my TFTP server. Then I will be backing up my startup configuration present in the NVRAM on my Cisco iOS. So how to back up the Cisco iOS file onto the TFTP server? These basic steps must be clear to you, that you should have a crossover Ethernet connection between your router and your server. Now entering into my router and through the console port, and here I am now checking what is the name of my iOS file. Basically iOS file is present in the flash memory. So I have written the command show flash, and after pressing enter, now I can see that these are the three files that are present in my flash memory, and out of these three files, this is the required file with the .bin extension. The .bin extension file is the iOS image. So what you should do is to copy the name of this file, because it will be useful for us in the future. Now using the command copy from flash to TFTP and press enter. So it is asking me the source file name. The source file name is c2800.bin file. So I am now pasting this over here. This is my source file name. Enter, and now the address of the TFTP server is asked to me, and the address of the TFTP server was 192.168.1.2. Pressing the enter command, and it is asking me what should be the name of the iOS file in the TFTP server. So I want that the TFTP server should also save my file with the same name. So I am just pressing the enter, and here now it is trying to copy my iOS image into the TFTP server. There you go. You have the sign of exclamations coming your way. It means that the file is successfully being copied into the TFTP server. So this will take a short time because the Cisco iOS image is a large file. So we should wait until all the Cisco iOS file gets copied into the TFTP server, and then we will check the TFTP server, and in the TFTP server the same file name will be present in it with the same .bin extension. So this is getting copied in the TFTP server. So this is how the Cisco iOS image is copied into a TFTP server. You have to make a crossover connection with the same subnet IDs working on the router interface as well as on the TFTP server. There you go. You have completed the copying of the Cisco iOS file in your TFTP server. So now I am entering into my TFTP server, and there I will be having my file. You have to refresh the list. So click on some other tab, and then again pressing the TFTP server. There you have our file, because I had removed all the files. So this new file is the same C22800 file with the .bin extension. So I have now successfully copied my Cisco iOS from the router flash memory into my TFTP server. So now I have to I have to repeat the procedure for the copying of my startup configuration. So that also works in the same manner. So I have to copy startup-config in the TFTP server, then again pressing enter. It is asking again the address of the TFTP server. The address of the TFTP server is the same, that is 168 .1.2, sorry, and pressing the enter, and it is asking me what should be the name of the Cisco, what should be the name of your startup configuration. So I want that the name should also remain the same, that is RTR_KHI-conf FG. So pressing enter, and there you go. The Cisco, the startup configuration is also copied into my TFTP server. So I am now again refreshing the list, again clicking on the TFTP, and there you have the RTR_KHI-config. So in this way, in this lab, you have now learned how to copy the Cisco iOS image as well as the startup-config onto your TFTP server. So in the next lab, that is the lab number 5, we will be deleting our startup configuration, as well as we will be deleting our Cisco iOS file from our router, and then we will be restoring our Cisco iOS file as well as the startup-configuration from the TFTP server to the Cisco router. So basically it is the task for upcoming lab. Inshallah we will be dealing with it. So I hope that this lab is now clear to you. Kindly share this lab with your friends and subscribe my channel. Till then, it is time to say goodbye. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.